I wanted to take just a couple of moments to talk to you about your research essay. So this week, you will begin working toward developing a topic for your research essay. This is a big project. It's going to take up the last couple of weeks of the course. For your research essay, in order to come up with your topic, you're going to develop a research question, and it's going to be related to an issue that was presented in one of the short stories that we have read. To be clear, though, you are not writing about the story, and this is not a literary analysis essay. Instead, you're thinking about all of the different topics that were presented in the various stories we've read. So if I'm thinking about Cathedral, I might think about discrimination and marginalization. If I'm thinking about Nightstand, I might think about the after effects of war. Snow was about relationships and how they work or don't work. Muddling really delved into how, honestly, in a lot of ways, how a person's views of themselves impact everything around them and how selfishness impacts everything around someone. If we're thinking about 10 things, we could look at grief. There's any number of issues. Those are just a few highlight type issues, but you're going to think about, okay, well, what were the types of things, the types of topics that were presented in those stories, and how can I turn that into a topic I can research? Again, you are not researching the story, you're researching an issue presented in the story. From there, once you come up with your research question, you will begin the research process. And technically that starts with the research question, then you refine it, you collect your data, and then you synthesize those essays into an essay. To be clear though, your topic must be approved by me, which will happen in the feedback during your research question discussion board. But there are a few topics that are off limits. We're not going to write about abortion, legalization of marijuana, a number of illnesses, just because they've been written about a lot, and it's not likely you will bring something new to the story, or to the research. And something like abortion isn't even related to one of the stories we've read, not really. Legalization of marijuana, while we see our narrator in Cathedral enjoying marijuana, we wouldn't want to pull that as the issue because that's not really an issue that's presented in that story. It's just something that is used in that story. So, as you organize your essay, you will start with an introductory paragraph that engages your reader and provides background regarding the issues and the importance of the topic, and conclude with your thesis statement. Your thesis should include your purpose, take a position, and outline the intentions of your paper. I've included a sample thesis statement. This is not the topic you are going to write about. It's just a sample of what a nice thesis statement will look like. Once you make it to the body of your paper, you can choose the writing pattern of your choice, but the key is to work to support the stance you have taken in your thesis statement by presenting a synthesized review of the research you found. You will also want to address the counter-argument and refute that counter-argument. Finally, you will conclude your essay by addressing the greater stakes and relevance of your research. You might find that using the classical argument structure could be helpful because you do have to present your issue and the research related to it, and then also address any counter arguments. You are technically supposed to be making an argument in this essay as opposed to just explaining about a topic. And so the classical argument structure is a nice way that you can do that. You can click on this link and it will tell you more about that, or you can, at any point contact me if you have questions about that. So for the requirements of the essay, you are required 1 book, 3 articles found through the Valencia Library database, and 1 website. If you find yourself struggling to find one of these sources, I encourage you to use the Ask a Librarian feature that you can find on the librarian or the library page at Valencia through Atlas. This essay should be 2,000 words. You will have a works cited page and in citations. You will use MLA, you will use present tense, you will write in third person point of view, and you will have at least 2 concrete examples from your research per paragraph. Just as another reminder, you will want to make sure that your topic is approved by me. If you submit an essay on a topic that is not approved, I will not grade that essay. So you will not earn the credit. Instead, you would get a 0 if it's not on an approved topic. So please, please, please make sure you get your topic approved. I've also included a sample essay for you to look through. I encourage you to read that and kind of see how this could be set up based on whatever topic you choose. You will not be allowed to choose a topic, the same topic that the sample essay is written about. But have a look at how this student crafts the essay. It's really good. For this student, their requirements were an 1,800 word essay instead of 2,000 words. So you'll notice this is a little shorter than 2,000 words, but it's a really good essay. It is student created, so it's not perfect, but the student did a really good job, and I think you could learn a lot by having a look at what this student did. Please let me know what questions you have and how I can help you as you go through this process.